Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 47 of the Geek Perspective. I am your host, Roy, and along with my co-host, Tom. Today, we are reviewing the last two episodes of The Walking Dead. But first, we have some fun unboxings. So let's get right to the unboxings. And in case you guys wonder, we are on location at somebody's house today. We are at one of our best favorite...
our super fan.
Super fan. I don't know if you call it that. We're on location at one of our viewers' houses and doing a special show. So join us and let's get to some unboxings.
Yes.
I know you're excited about this.
Yes, for sure. So we'll start with mine because it's not as
glorious,
not as fun. Just kind of keeping with the theme, guys, of the collectibles. We grabbed another one. This will probably be the last one for a while. It was just a different character. Although somebody put a Wonder Woman up on one of the social medias, and if I see it, maybe I'll grab that one. But I grabbed the Fred Flintstone. It's 7,500 piece count. So that would mean 70. Again, I'm so bad with math. 11, 12.
Sure.
1,200.
Sure, why not?
I'm not a math guy. So let's see if we got the chase. So here we go.
You want the chase?
Yes. The chase is a 1 in 6. It's the rare one. It's they're usually cooler. They're either glow in the dark or a different color or something. So, and as you guys know from the last ones, they give a little pog at the bottom that lets you know if you got it. On one side of the pog, it is the picture of Fred, and on the back it tells me no go. So I was right on the 1,200 because it's 1 out of 6,300. We did not get the chase, unfortunately. I will break this open real quick so you all can see what it looks like and then decide if these are something you all want to collect.
Our backup TV at the house just went out.
So, and this is what Fred looks like. So it's pretty cool, actually. I like it. So
I think Linda wants to start collecting these.
They're cool. They're fun.
Don't you, Linda?
They're at Toy Vault at the Emerald Mall. They have a ton of them.
Oh, they're heavy.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
These are sturdy.
Yeah, they are heavy.
Wow.
And I personally, it's more about the can for me.
Kind of cool. See, I like this. This is kind of cool. I can't cook anything else, but
yeah, this is because I haven't been doing pops. This is kind of what I've been doing, and yeah, they're cool. You know, like I said, I really like the cans. I like old looking cans, retro looking things. So yeah, unfortunately, we did not get the chase, but still fun. So all right. So
I like how you're displaying them too. You have them in the pop protector case with the can and the pot. I think you showed that in one of the episodes.
Yeah, I showed it last episode. Yeah, so I've been using. I should have brought one. So I use the pop stacks, the old ones, not the good $7 a pop ones, but the old ones that you can get anywhere. Toy Vault, they sell them at FYE, pretty much anywhere that they sell pops. They'll sell the old pop stacks. And yeah, so I'll display it with the can and then the figure next to it. And then I put the pog down in front of the figure, which kind of helps to keep because these guys are a little top heavy. Like Roy said, they're a little bit, they get some weight to them. So they have a tendency to fall backward or forward. But if you put that pog right in front of them, kind of holds them right in place.
What's it called, a pog?
That's what they were called when we were growing up. Remember?
No.
You don't remember that
No.
pog craze?
We never had pogs when I was a kid.
Well, we weren't kids.
We had black and white toys.
We wasn't this. Well, you see in black and white, don't you?
Pretty much.
So yeah, I mean, I wasn't even a kid. I would think I was a teenager when the pod craze.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
And kids would flip on. Yeah, we were older. I didn't get into them. I don't even know if they're called pogs. I'm probably dating myself a lot by calling them pogs. But that's what they look like to me. So yeah. So anyway, that's that. Let's get to the excite. I am so excited about this next unboxing.
Yeah.
I'm more excited than Roy.
You don't want to do the Comic-Con thing first?
Oh, sure. Whatever you want.
No, it doesn't matter to me.
No, let's do it.
Yeah. I'm trying to make you suffer and wait.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we got some news for Comic-Con real quick. So I think we have a couple new celebrities coming. One of them is Kane Hodder, which that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's Terracon here.
Terracon, yes, it is Terracon. And I guess you guys know that we are considering ourselves maybe not volunteering this year and going as patrons. So that'd be kind of cool to meet him.
Yeah, Kane Hodder. I definitely want to meet him. Tyler Maine,
Yes.
as well. William
We tried to meet him
Forsythe.
last year, remember? We went to go meet him and he was already gone.
Sure.
All right, maybe it was me and Derek. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Me
remember.
and someone were trying to go meet him and he's already gone.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that at Terracon, June 13th and 14th in Providence. So that's yeah.
All right, so ready for the unboxing?
Sure.
You excited?
I am very excited. This is Roy's, but these are really cool. If anybody's out there watching and you can guess before Roy is finished unboxing, we'll give you a free collectible. So if you can guess what's in the box.
He ain't gonna guess. Oh,
No.
geez, I hit myself in the face. I'm gonna take myself out before we do the unboxing. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Don't mess with these things. All right, so I ordered from this company. I won't say what they are at the moment.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Yes. Well, let me take them out first to show you. Because I don't want to give anything away. So I ordered two of them. I'm gonna slowly get them out of the box here. Thank you. I have my some help here. I'm not going with Tom's stuff. So it comes with some little trinkets. What I ordered was a lightsabers from a company called Ultra Sabers. Thank you very much. Our assistants who live at the house are helping us out here. They gave me 3 cards because they ordered 2 of them. I don't know. But a website called ultrasabers.com. They sell lightsabers from the Star Wars movies. And when you order a mystery box like I did, you have a chance of getting a minimum $75 lightsaber, what's called a stun saber, which means you can duel them and whack each other with them. And there are tournaments all over the country, blah, 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 whatever. I was a huge fan of Star Wars, so I figured it'd be cool to do an unboxing, to do, a lightsaber. I've always wanted one, put on the wall, hang out, and see if we can get some sound. That'd be freaking awesome. Tom has been so excited and waiting for this. So let's see what we got. And I'm going to open the first one. As you can see, we haven't gotten into this because we were literally waiting for you guys to do it together, and they seal these up very well. We have some scissors here because I ain't getting in here otherwise.
Yeah,
And,
put this one out of your way for now.
Thank you. And they wrap them very well. So if you order one, which it's good to see, they take care of you and they really wrap the stuff. So it doesn't get ruined in shipping because you don't want something you're paying a lot of money for to get ruined because that would suck.
Yep.
Not be a good thing.
And
they love using tape, apparently.
And I am on the site so that as Roy shows us, I can try to look up what because they have tons on the site, guys, with different light, sound, different types of sound, and everything. So I'm hopefully going to be able to tell you which model this is.
Yes.
Wow.
This is the first one.
Wow.
It looks like it's probably going to be a stun saber, which is pretty cool, pretty sturdy, pretty badass, pretty heavy. Should we turn it on to see what the light is, or should we wait until we unbox both of them? What do you think?
I think you should turn it on. So
Turn it on.
See
All
what
right.
the light is.
So let's turn it on, see if it works. Sometimes you got to open it up and fix the batteries because sometimes the batteries come loose. But let's turn it on and see what color we get because you can get various colors. So it's red.
You got red.
You can't see it on the screen, or you can see like a tinge on the edges.
Nice.
It's red.
Very cool.
Very bright red. Pretty awesome. I know you want to see this, Tom. Were you able to see what brand this is? Or do you want to play with it now? Look it up.
Yeah, you might know how to better work that site. So yeah, guys, this is really cool. It's red, like you said. You can't see that it's red because of the camera on my computer. All different colors. Me and Roy were talking. I think we both really like the blue a lot. There's one of the shades of blue. We know that I believe white is really popular right now for some reason on the colors. Yeah, I'm trying to hold it up so you can see, and then show Roy. Roy is scrolling through the site to see which model it is.
I believe this is over here.
I believe
the
so.
Dominic's LE2. Right here?
Yeah. Dominic's. It looks like it's a Dominic's limited edition.
That does not look like it, actually.
It doesn't?
No.
Let's see.
It's got separate rings.
Yeah, it's different. No, it's not that one. So, guys, you should definitely check out this site, ultimatesavers.com. They have so many. You can build your own. They do the mystery boxes. Like I said, I'm not even a Star Wars fan, but these things are cool, man.
Actually,
it's
the Dominic's LE3. LEV3.
Yeah. So version 3 or volume 3. Yes. So it's the Dominic's limited edition volume or version 3.
So basically, I paid $75 and I got an $80 lightsaber.
80, yeah.
And it's called a stunt lightsaber. You can bash them around. Like, obviously, it doesn't have clash, makes noise or anything. But
yeah, he didn't get sound on this one,
which is fine. That's the first one.
So when you get sound on these things, the prices skyrocket too. Sound is huge. It's very cool. They have it's when you go do that, it sounds like you're actually having a movie. Yeah, it sounds like the movie.
Moving sounds.
This thing is awesome. This is sick.
Want to play with it? Yeah. Off camera, our friends here are really excited. This is number 2. And just by looking at it, it's another dark lightsaber. Apparently, they think I want to do the dark side. So let's do number 2. That one was kind of heavy, too. This one was a little lighter.
Well, and that's the thing, too, guys. These things are not flimsy at all. No, they are not cheaply made. There is weight behind them. They are so cool. They are, I would get one, but my girlfriend threatened to kill me.
Tough enough. Tough enough.
If I got it. She is so sick of collectibles. Ooh.
This one is one I kind of wanted, actually.
It's got windows.
Yeah. This one, as you can see, this is probably a $60 or $70 one. I want to look it up real quick. It's going to be near the top, I believe.
Okay.
It's got windows, so when we turn it on, it'll light up. It should be near the top. Oh, wow. Maybe the first one, or
none of these have windows.
No, it doesn't have to have windows, but the windows they add them on. Is that right there?
Is that at the dump? It looks similar to that. So it looks like it does look like the
Dark Initiate.
Either the Dominic's version 2 or the Dark Initiative. Actually, it looks closer to the Dark Initiative. V4, so if that's volume or version, I am not sure, but it looks like the Dark Initiative V4. Oh,
a little further, just double check.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling down because in these pictures they don't have the windows on them, but everything else looks similar.
I think you were right.
Yeah, I think it was that one. But there it is. Sony. Yep, the Dominic's V4, right?
Dominic's?
Yep. It's the Dominic's V4. It looks just like that.
Again, $75, and the windows are extra. So, so this is I think an $85 one. So I made $15
Yeah.
By $75 per lightsaber. And you just what you get. You don't know what you're gonna get. You can pick a couple things, but you just don't know.
That's good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
right?
These are awesome.
All right, so let's turn it on and see what we get.
Yeah, let's see what color you got on this one.
Oh, anything but red, hopefully. Red's been popular.
Oh, nice!
We got blue.
Dude,
that's awesome.
blue.
We got blue. and you can't see on camera, but the lights are going through the windows.
Oh, that's
Bright
nice.
blue.
Oh, wow.
Pretty badass. So Tom will be getting one for Christmas, so he'll be looking for a place to live. His girl will be throwing him out of the house. So if you guys have a spare bedroom for Tom, because he's definitely going to be buying one. So you know, email him.
Yeah,
He's a place to live.
Yep.
All right.
So,
You want to see it? I'm going to pass over to Lynn when you're done.
very cool.
And I come with these caps. You can actually take the blades out of the lightsaber, and you put these caps in the hilt, which is called the handle, and you can display the handle. And actually, the light will shine through the caps here, which is pretty cool. It pops into the end of the handle, and it just protects all the electrical work inside of it, which is kind of cool. And it comes with a little Allen wrench to open. You use the Allen wrench to loosen up the blade, get it out of the hilt, and all that fun stuff. And people behind us are playing with the lightsabers.
It's so awesome.
Really excited.
They're so aweson. Oh, man.
So that was pretty cool. Tom was super excited.
Yes.
Tom, they got made. So that was the unboxing. I think considering I spent $150 and I got two really good lightsabers out of the deal.
It's just so different.
Yeah, they are different.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, different sizes, and
It's so beautiful.
they're built. I've heard that Ultra Sabers. It's ultrasabers.com, and I've heard they're built really well. And
This is only
they're not kidding.
like an inch.
Yeah, you can get a 24-inch blade, 32-inch blade, 36-inch blade, or a 42-inch blade, I think.
Wow.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I got the mid strong blade.
That's nice.
So you can tap them a little bit. You don't want to beat people up with them too bad, but
Well, I know you want to take it. You want
they do
know, I
have
go-
ones you can.
I put them up there like that. Sit up there.
That's what I
It's
do.
nice.
Yeah.
Off camera, one of my friends is saying that you
That's how you
should
do
put
it.
them up in a cross.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's what I think about doing, and put them on a shelf and stand them up. They're going to be pretty awesome.
That's 10 on the
But they're so sturdy.
Oh.
That's amazing.
I'm so psyched that you got one because it's the ultimate prize is you get one that is the color that you want and sound with
Which
the
I don't
good
care what
sound.
color, but
But
it's good to have different colors though. Because sometimes I've seen people online will order 4 of them and 3 of them are red.
yeah,
And it's cool.
but
Be cool to have different
You don't
colors.
want that for money.
Yeah.
Right, you want different
You
colors.
just want somebody to look low, looking
Right.
good.
yes,
You know,
exactly.
you don't want to just throw it up there, just plain alone.
Mhm.
So nice. It looks so beautiful.
Yep,
That's
The-
what I would have done.
most definitely.
The windows. That's like, but if you're not gonna get sound, that's for me. When I'm looking at them, I would
Me
want
too.
one with windows. If you're not gonna get the sound, you know what I mean.
I actually
That's-
built one before I
That's
ordered these, which I'm probably next year I'm going to buy one. It's going to have sound. It's going to have windows.
nice.
Windows is pretty awesome. You know,
These are awesome. Very awesome.
very cool.
All right.
So what are you going to buy us?
I don't know. So,
All right, guys. Make
um,
sure you like and subscribe. Click that little bell so you stay informed of what's going on with our channel. And make sure you comment down below to stay up to date on what's going on. We can inform you about all kinds of good stuff. And Tom's got some more information for you for some news. So take it away, Tom.
Yeah, so just real quick, guys, before we get into our reviews, we like to give you guys news. A lot happened since the last week, so here we go. So this is cool. Mark Hamill is gonna voice Skeletor in the new Masters of the Universe on Netflix. The one that's written and directed by Kevin Smith. It's going to be coming out on Netflix. This show, Mark Hamill, the voice of Skeletor. Pretty cool. This I'm really excited about, but it was more in an interview that this happened. Not in the. They're not making it yet. But Robert Englund, who plays Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street films. You know, he was interviewed, and he is hoping for a prequel that revolves around the trial of Freddy. So if you know the story, he killed children and stuff like that. So yeah. So he wants even though he said he's too old to be doing too long in the tooth, I think his exact words were to play Freddy anymore. But he would like, if they're gonna do another Freddy film, he would like it to be a prequel about the trial. I think that would be awesome. I love origin stories when they're done well. So,
and if done correctly, I think it'd be a great story. I think that's a story that I cannot believe hasn't been told yet.
Yeah.
You would think as popular as Freddy Krueger is, that story would have been told by now, and it hasn't been.
And how many movies there's been?
They remade the stupid thing,
yeah,
and they didn't do a prequel, which is totally insane.
So yeah, I hope so. This I'm excited for too. Tom Ellis, he plays Lucifer in Lucifer, the show, signed a contract for a season 6. So season 5 hasn't even dropped yet, even though it's been extended, I believe, to 16 episodes on Netflix. They have signed them on in case they do a season 6, and they've also signed on.
They're doing a season 6.
Yes, pretty much. I just have to kind of preface it that way because it hasn't been officially announced. But they've also signed on 2 of the writers, a producer, and a director as well to a season 6. So season 5, I believe, is dropping in the next few months, and then hopefully we will be getting a season 6. I very much like that show.
You're the only person I know that watches that show.
I love that show.
Which I know you're not the only person, obviously.
Yeah.
A lot of people I watch it, but I don't know anybody who watches that show. You guys watch that show? Nope.
A great show.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great.
I put on the first episode, and I started watching it, but I got busy doing other stuff. So I put on going back because Tom keeps berating me about not watching it. So
yes, I do. I talk about it a lot. Kelly Clarkson, the musician, she's a huge fan. She is. I remember when she found it because she's a very busy person. She's just had caught up maybe 8 months ago on it, and then found out it was getting canceled. And she put out on Twitter and whatever else she's on. I don't know her that well. I just know she's famous. She was saying, please don't cancel it. So, yeah. Other news. This is kind of funny. Flavor Flav from Public Enemy has been fired from Public Enemy
again.
He sent out a cease and desist letter to a Bernie Sanders rally because Chuck D was there with he has their side project is Public Enemy Radio.
Chuck D owns Public Enemy.
Yes.
So he can't even send out the cease and desist because it's not even his stuff.
But he did it because he wasn't involved. Flavor Flav was not invited to this Bernie Sanders rally, and everybody. First of all, there's a rumor that Flavor Flav is a Trump supporter. He's not. He just put out a quote that said "fuck Trump." But he just didn't like his likeness, being used without his consent. Even though, like Roy said, he does not own the name Public Enemy, and Public Enemy has the side project Public Enemy Radio. But this isn't the only reason he's been kicked out. According to Chuck D, he's just all about money in these last 5 to 8 years, and he does some very questionable things. And this was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back that he did it. He didn't want them performing at the Bernie Sanders rally, not because he didn't like Bernie Sanders, just because he wasn't getting a piece of the pie. So yeah, so no more Flavor Flav.
The headlights. I'm Doc.
I know you.
I'm blacker than black.
So, and then, would like to say rest in peace to James Lipton. Inside the Actors Studio, he did. He did the Will Ferrell played him on SNL for years and years and years. He died at 93. He's so rest in peace. And last week we talked a little bit about the coronavirus and how it's real, and don't listen to Trump when he says it's not. Well, now
Don't drink Corona beer.
Now Trump is saying, he doesn't want his numbers to double and whatever. But because of the coronavirus, the South by Southwest Music and Film Festival, which in Austin, Texas, has been canceled. That's huge. It's a week-long festival. It's a lot of independent films come out during then, or even world premieres of film. But a lot of independent films come out and get bought after they've been seen at South by Southwest. So that's huge. And ECC, Emerald City Comic-Con.
This is big.
This is big, guys. Emerald City Comic-Con, one of the largest cons in the world. Really, I was going to say the country, but the world has been canceled because of the coronavirus. And now it's technically been postponed till summer, but it's not looking good. So they're hoping that they can get it up and running. They're offering refunds to people. So if you do have a ticket, go on to social media or something, and it'll show you how to get your money back, or you can hold on to it and go when they reschedule. Like I said, they're pushing for summer. Hopefully this whole corona shit is done by then, but who knows? So
it's the end of the world, people. Go hide.
So but if you're a collector, and so Funko, they release a lot at the Emerald City Comic Con, a lot of exclusive pops. So if you're a collector and those were the Funkos you were looking for, go to the Funko site, the Funko pop-up shop, and they give you directions. They're going to be doing a virtual con, they're calling it, where they release these exclusives now. So you're gonna be able to get some off the some will be shared. We've talked about shared retailers in the past, so they're released at the con and at GameStop, FYE, or whatever. But Funko is working on something, so there'll be a virtual con. So check out their site, funko.com or shop.funko.com, or just do a Google search of the Funko pop-up shop, and they will give you directions on how to do that. So yeah, that's all I got, man.
So you got it?
Yep.
You all done?
I am all done.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, people. It's time for the moment you've all been waiting for, unless you're waiting for the lightsaber unboxing. All right, we're going to get into the Walking Dead last 2 episodes. Before we get into it, what have you thought about the last 2 episodes?
Actually, it's kind of got me excited for the rest of the season. It's like I
it's
know
a rebirth almost.
Yeah. I've been kind of down on it these last maybe year and a half or so. It's I just not. I still watch it, but it's not destination television. Like I used to have to watch it at 9 o'clock on Sunday, every Sunday. Now it's like as long as I watch it before the next Sunday, it's I'm okay with that. But these 2 episodes have been really, really good. It's they're going in a different direction. The problem was it just after 10 years it felt very formulaic. It just okay. Everything's fine for a little while, then starts going bad, and then they go to war with somebody. And that was it. That's what it just felt like for season after season after season after season. But for whatever they're doing now, it's got me hooked again. And a lot of people have been saying that. Actually, a lot of guys I work with are just like, wow, it's got me back. So yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the season.
You don't watch that stupid new show that's coming out?
Oh, the spinoff? I'll check it out when it does. I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
But
nope.
I actually have liked Fear the Walking Dead the last couple of years more than The Walking Dead. So
it's even worse.
It's gotten much better.
Everyone's saying that. Everyone's saying they Fear the Walking Dead. Oh, it's good.
It's like they found their footing. They got rid of the unlikable characters.
Horrible family.
Yeah, that was the big complaint, that the family was unlikable. And
horrible deaths. Except for that druggy kid. I like the kid on drugs.
Yeah, he was good.
He was the best actor.
He was good.
He was the best. The mother, the father, the brother, the stupid sister. Oh, God, they're horrible people.
Yeah.
All right, so after that, my little rant. It wasn't a Tom rant, but
yeah.
Nothing compares to Tom's rants. But I'm going to give you some little info on the show. It's a season 10, episode 9, called The Squeeze. It was directed by Michael E. Satazurin. So take that for whatever you want. It's Satazemis.
Satazemis.
Yeah, good gesundheit. Written by David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick. Release date was February 23rd, 2020. The main cast for this episode was Norman Reedus, Daryl, Melissa McBride, Carol, Ross McQuand, who is an awesome dude.
Yeah, he's very
Comic-Con, we played flag football in the a couple years ago. We were in that private room up in the 5. Me, him, and a bunch of the guys were all playing flag football. It was the best time.
Very cool guy.
Yeah, real nice. Cooper Andrews, who I met for a split second, the nicest guy in the world.
Oh, yeah.
You met him too, didn't you?
I don't remember.
I think you ran into him.
Probably did. We meet so many people over a weekend. You know how it goes at
Yep.
those cons. We meet so many people. It's tough to keep them all
Yep.
straight.
Russ Buckman played Aaron, and Cooper Andrews played Jerry. Lauren Ridloff plays Connie. Angel Theory plays Kelly. Nadia Hilker plays Magna, which I don't like her as a character, but that's another story. Samantha Morton plays Alpha, who is the most badass character
She is.
on The Walking Dead. I don't care what anyone
She's a
says.
great actor, too. Samantha Martin's a very good actor.
Ryan Hurst, who I know you've met.
Oh, yeah.
That year we met the cast of the whole cast of
Sons of
of
Anarchy.
Anarchy.
Oh, yeah.
My friend Chris. She was so pissed that I was having lunch with them. She wanted me to ask questions. I'm like, dude, no.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, that was awesome. Got to eat lunch with them.
It was
God,
awesome.
they with some in the cast took me
It was so
shopping.
Yeah,
Just bought me
they
stuff.
bought him stuff.
Just bought like my whole apartment is wall to wall with stuff that she bought me. I'm not going to say who, but somebody from the Sons of Anarchy. It's awesome.
She was very nice too.
She was so nice, and she also paid me.
I only met her when we were doing the group photos when we were together.
Yeah,
That's the only time I met her. But yeah, she
she
was awesome.
was so nice.
And last but not least, Richard Dean Morgan Negan.
Actually, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I'm sorry, Jeffrey. Why did I call him Richard?
Richard Dean. Well, you were thinking of MacGyver.
Oh, Richard Anderson. Okay. All right. So yes, I'm sorry. Jeffrey Dean Morgan played Negan. So the plot: Daryl Carroll. This is
It's funny, like when you said that, the way you said it, you were like Daryl and Carol. I never really like said their names back to back, so I never
Neither.
thought about them rhyming until you said it. I was just like, oh wow.
When
Daryl
I'm
and
writing this
Carol.
out, I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna do this on purpose.
Yeah,
It was purely.
I never noticed it until just now.
Yeah. Pleasant surprise. So Daryl, Carol, Aaron, Jerry, Connie, Kelly, and Magna, they're in the cave, surrounded by a horde of walkers as it starts. Alpha's watching from above, and Carol screams like a banshee at her. Now, you think Carol lost her mind? You think she's what, Linda?
I was so mad at Carol.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Carol, like, I've heard people saying that Carol's acting crazy, she's acting reckless. She's always been that way.
She has.
She's always been that way.
And I feel like it's kind of like an amalgam of a lot of things with Carol. Like she was going through that phase where she wasn't sleeping. Everybody knows that makes you go crazy.
Yep.
You guys, working with in the health industry, and you know that when you don't sleep, you start to go nuts. I used to happen to me when I didn't sleep for like a week on end. You just start going crazy. There's that. Then she lost her son, got murdered, and his head was piked on the top of the hill. And to Roy's point, she's always been a little nuts ever since.
When they kicked her out of the group,
Yeah.
it was basically the same reason. Yes, Linda. You don't have to raise your hand to say
No,
yellow
I'm
stuff.
sorry, but
No,
I think it all started when she was abused by her husband, and
Yeah.
when it first started, and
Mhm.
then watching her little girl come out of that barn, remember, at
Yep.
Marshall, and
Yep.
she was taken by them, and I think
Mhm.
she just went through so much. And
It's almost like an evolution. Yeah, I guess you can say that. Yeah.
I agree with Linda 100%.
Well, stop kissing up. She
it's,
makes you good lunch.
Well, no, she
You're a kiss ass.
Well, she did make a great lunch, by the way. But no, she has a point. It's been the evolution of the character
Yeah.
since season 1. It's been a whole evolution.
She's probably the most. As an actor, you being an actor, she's probably one of the cooler persons to play. I can't even talk. Coolest persons to play because of her range of what she's gone through.
Yeah, she went from being the meek one that just got abused by her husband to
That was horrible too at the beginning.
oh yeah, it was hard to watch.
You wanted to beat his ass.
Yeah, it was hard to watch. And now she's like
the badass.
The badass of the group. She's even more badass than Daryl.
Yeah.
You know, and
Daryl's going the opposite way.
Yeah, Daryl does. So.
A little bit of Rick rubbed off on it. I'm like, dude, stop rubbing this Rick. All right, so the group ends up moving to the cave trying to find an exit. While meanwhile, Magna bitches at Carol about pursuing Alpha and getting him all trapped in the first place. Now, could Magna pick the worst possible time to pick a fight with somebody? They're stuck in a fucking cave.
Yeah.
Like, what do you like? I understand what she means. I get it, but like, do it afterwards when you're all safe.
Yeah.
You know, do it. You know, when you're not being chased in a tunnel.
But that doesn't make for good TV, Roy.
Touche.
And Magna never get out of the cave.
Exactly. She would have. She wasn't such a pain in the ass. All right, so they end up getting attacked by a group of Whisperers, which was sent in to kill them by Alpha. And a few of the Whisperers end up escaping, which was ridiculous to me because now the group can just follow the Whisperers, which they do, to try to find their way out. So then they start squeezing through the tunnels. Now, did you think Jerry was ever going to get through that tunnel?
No.
Nope.
I thought he's done.
Yep. I'm like, oh, Jerry's dead.
Please, no.
Yep.
I like that too. Yeah,
Linda
he's
saying
great.
Jerry was dead. And
I thought I was actually surprised because I walked out of the room and then I came back in and I was like, he didn't die.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way. Take your stuff on. I'm like, they ain't going to help. Rick Allen was supposed to know where's Linda.
I'll take care of that. Like you're talking. I'll take care of the chat.
Rick misses you apparently. He must know where you are. Out there cooking like she should be.
Oh, God, don't even get me on the screen now.
Oh, Roy.
See how
Oh,
he pushes my button?
I do.
You witnessed.
I did.
Jerry gets stuck in the tunnel essentially, and these walkers are trying to get a hold of him. I'm thinking, well, he's going to get bitten by the thing. I'm like, if I was him, I'd be like, dude, shoot me, stab me, kill me now. Like,
Yeah. If you're stuck,
it's like,
shoot him right in the head. Get it
all
over with.
misery. But somehow
To get him out.
they get him out of it, and he gets out of it just enough. And the group enters an own mine station, and they find a possible exit. And they also find a bunch of dynamite. And now, when I saw that dynamite, I don't know about you guys, I thought nothing good's coming out of this. There's
Yeah.
nothing good coming out of this, especially with Carol. Crazy Carol. All right, so Carol, being Carol, grabs the dynamite and just runs off with it, like half cocked.
Yep.
And Carol ends up getting saved by Daryl from falling into a deeper hole. I don't know how deep the hole was, but
It was
probably
deep.
pretty deep.
It was.
And she dropped the dynamite and it totally exploded. Which I don't know if that would really happen without a spark, right? Dynamite would just explode just by falling. Would you think?
I thought you had to like.
I would have
would
thought
think.
so too. So that was kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
That's a good
like Tom says, it's not good for the story.
question.
Let's go with that for now. But yeah, I thought I was like,
Yeah.
was there a spark down there? Like, I don't know. Okay.
Huh.
So, of course, the cave begins to collapse, and then the group runs to the exit in the mine station trying to escape. Jerry, who's a hulking behemoth, is holding support beams so people can escape. Callie, Aaron escape, and Whispers end up attacking again. And when Kelly and Aaron get out, and Kelly and Aaron kill the Whispers, I'm thinking, all right, because I thought for sure someone was dying. I thought for sure someone was dying. I'm like, oh, one of these two are going to die. And all I can remember was when Aaron was at Comic-Con a couple years ago, we were in the private room.
Yep.
One of the fans, I'll never forget the girl, really cute girl, starts crying randomly. And she's looking at me and she's crying and she goes, "Is he dead?" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Aaron's here. Does that mean he's dead?" I don't know. I don't get told these things. And she's like, "I want to know if he's dead." So walk over to him like, "Hey, are you dead?" And he goes, "Roy, what the hell are you talking about?" I said, "The young girl that's crying and wanting to know if you're dead." And he goes, "Watch the episode." And I'm like, "Oh, that is not cool. That is not
Nice.
cool." But anyway, so I thought like one of them were going to die. That's what I expected. So that's where I am. So then Connie and Magna end up searching for Daryl and Carol, which again, dude, just leave. You're adults. You know, get out of there. But no, they end up staying behind to protect Jerry from the Whisperers attacking. Jerry can't hold the beam for much longer, and Daryl and Carol end up escaping with Jerry. Jerry somehow, I don't know how Jerry got out of there because he was holding up the beam, but somehow he gets out of there. And Connie and Magna get trapped, and they get buried. So, do you think they're alive?
Don't know. No.
I mean, it totally caved in, but that doesn't mean they were crushed.
I think
You know?
they'll be alive.
Yeah, I think so for the story. Honestly, it's they're gonna be alive.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Browsing conversation.
We all think so.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a cheesy death if they died that way. You know,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be too cool.
However, then Daryl will always resent Carol
That's true.
because if you remember afterwards, she just wanted him to be mad at her
Right.
and say it was her fault, and he didn't.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of what Linda just said, Daryl freaks out and starts moving the rocks and trying to get back in there. But obviously can't because the cave and, rocks, they're just jamming together. Carol's blaming herself, and she should because it was all her fault.
Mhm.
Ends up sending the group home and warning them about the herd. And he goes off and searching for another entrance to get into the cave to try to find them and hopefully save them. Now, to me, this is where the whole episode really gets interesting because at the Whisperers camp, Alpha tells Beta and Gamma to that the other group must have been sending spies across the border, and they're trying to figure out who the spies are. And Alpha ends up sending Gamma. I don't want to call it Gamma. I don't know why.
Gamma.
Yeah. Sending Gamma to carry a message to their spy in Alexandria. Negan tells Alpha, duh, the traitor is Gamma, hello, which, how does she not know this to begin with, is beyond me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, good leader. And later, Alpha tells Beta, hey, I believe Gamma's the traitor. Go get her and bring her back down to me. Bring her back to me. So, she wants to kill herself. Wants to bring her back to camp. And I'm like, there's no way he's bringing her back. He's going to end up killing her himself. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, there's no way he's going to do that.
I thought he had actually said that he was gonna kill her.
He did. I think he did.
Yeah, it was like if she.
But she was like, she didn't. I don't think she even responded to it. Actually, did she even respond to that when he said, "I'm going to kill her myself"?
Yeah, because he said if she betrayed us, I'll kill. It sounded like that. I'll kill her myself. It's like kind of hard to hear because they are whispering all the time.
Was he talking to himself? Or was he actually talking to Alpha? Because
I
Alpha was specific on how she wanted
Right.
her to return. But
Yeah.
I don't think she actually heard him. I think he was
okay.
walking. I think he was like leaving
Okay.
and then saying,
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Sure.
I was thinking
Yeah.
she heard him, and I'm like, she didn't respond to that.
That makes a lot more sense, actually.
Look at you, Linda. Hey, common sense, Linda.
She's always away. Joe.
he's just trying to get me to say something.
Now, I think it's a big moment for Negan because she's starting to trust Negan some more.
Yes.
And Negan, I think Negan's plotting something.
Okay, so you are not familiar with the comic book. I am. So okay. So I'm not gonna say that. You think Negan's plotting something? What do you think Negan's plotting?
I think either he wants to take over, or he somehow is using his craftiness to help the other group.
So I mean I don't know for sure. I kind of hope they go the way of similar to what the comic book does. I won't say it on here. I'll talk to you when we're off camera.
Spoiler alert.
All right, spoiler alert. In the comic book, spoiler. Either fast forward or something or pause it or whatever. In the comic book, Negan, it all happens like he accidentally kills the girl, the person in Alexandria, and Negan, he goes off. He infiltrates the group like he is now, but what happens is he takes out Alpha. He kills her, chops off her head, brings it back to Alexandria, and this is his way to get back in good with the group. So that's what happens in the comic book. But he doesn't tell anybody in Alexandria. They don't know either. He does it all on his own because he felt so bad about killing the person in Alexandria. He does this, and this is his way to show that he had changed. Because you had seen the evolution of him being in jail for whatever it was, 8 years, 9 years. He is very docile. He doesn't like going out. He has he's befriended, Judith, and that's it, So that's what happens in the comic. I hope they go that way because I think it's super interesting.
I voted that way too because I belong to the Walking Dead official page or whatever, and they asked who we thought was going to be the one to do away with Alpha, and I picked him. And I said, I didn't know about the beheading.
Yeah,
but I said him to prove his loyalty back to Alexandria.
Nice. That's thing.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Carol.
Point for Linda.
No, because it's too. No, I don't think it's gonna be Carol.
All right.
And now just so sorry, we say spoilers, and they kind of follow the comic book, but they'll probably change a little bit of it. So it probably won't be. It probably won't be exactly that way, but
they've kept some stuff. Lucy. Okay, Rich. Lucy.
What?
Rich rates Lucy.
Yeah, he just wrote.
Oh, because she's not. There's no Lucy, so you have 8 cats.
So Alpha ends up taking Negan into the woods. Now, I want you to think she's going to kill Negan. No, it was never going to happen. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? But the look on Negan's face was priceless.
When he found her, what?
What?
When he found her.
No, just when he was walking out there. Oh, his bat. Negan's bat, Lucy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Lucille.
Yeah, it's Lucille, buddy.
Yeah, Lucille.
Just look on his face when she was bringing him out in the woods. He's ready to cry. Like, he's like, I'm going to die. And he's not going to die, but he's like, and Alva orders him to undress. He's like, oh, man, I'm going to die naked. And then she says he earns a reward. And
but they were both in poop.
Yeah.
I mean, she was having one, and then she threw him in it before they got to that. Remember? It's like, oh.
Yeah, and that and that visual when they pan out and it's just Negan and Alpha.
I know.
They embrace.
Just bump. That's how you see each other in both their butts, and it just from a distance. It was weird. I mean, it was supposed to show that they were going.
It was like the Michelin tire. It almost didn't look like real bodies, like they were,
Exactly.
They were one.
It was weird, and it was like the insinuation was they were going to have sex, but the scene is. It just shows them hugging naked. It was very awkward looking. It was very just like
that scene.
And like Linda said, they were super dirty. Like they were just in crap.
Ugh. Yeah,
with filthy.
So
crap, filthy bastards.
Ugh.
So that was the ending of the first episode. It was a really good episode.
Yes,
bringing back to the older days of good storytelling, really good acting. Just an all over good episode.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
It was really good. But then you get into the next episode. Any final words for that episode?
No, I mean, I'd just say, like I said at the top, is that I was very pleasantly surprised, and it got me excited for the rest of this season. It's like I said, I've been kind of down on it the last couple of years, but this has kind of got me rejuvenated for it. So,
well, I kept waiting, watching the 2 episodes. I keep waiting for the season to see Michonne because we know she's leaving.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, when's she going to be leaving?
Well,
well, this is kind of a spoiler for people know this already, but she's not going to die. That's guaranteed because there's a really big possibility she's supposed to be in the new movies. So if that's the case, unless they're prequel type of things, they can do that. They can do that theoretically. But Rich writes, "Oops." Chances are she's not going to die.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with her, and I'm excited to see how she leaves and see
I
what
just
goes
don't want
on.
her to take Judith. I love Judith.
No,
Yeah, Judith is
She
great.
is a great little actress.
Judith-
She
isn't
is. She's fun.
Judith is fun anyway, I don't think.
She is a cute kid.
Mm.
God, she's like a little spitfire or something. She just and smart kid. I saw a video of her at San Diego Comic-Con last
Yes,
year.
I watched that.
and
Was the one we're talking about the, what weapon you would use?
Yeah, just she's just
She was smart.
smart as a whip, and cute kid. They can really do something with her if they keep going.
I like her better than her older brother.
Yeah, a lot of people did not like Carl. A lot of people did not like Carl.
It wasn't the actor. I like the actor. He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
But it was just like the character, and so it was just a pain in the ass.
And I'm glad you brought up Carl, actually. So this goes to the point of what we were saying, where they don't always follow the comic book. In the comic book, Carl was alive up until the last issue,
Right.
and
He became the leader, right?
Yeah, he took over for Rick. He's alive until, and they actually do a time jump in the last issue and show him as an older man. So it's so they don't always follow the comic book. So that may have not been a
Which is
spoiler
good, though.
earlier.
It's good,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
you know?
you got to keep it a little
You don't wanna
fresh.
fall
You know
behind
what I
too
mean?
much.
Yeah, exactly.
Still
So
kicks me though. I remember when the comic book first came out, and I had the first issue in my
I
hand,
did too.
and I'm like, I should buy a few of these.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. I love zombies. I'm like, it's not gonna catch on.
Yeah,
You know,
I thought the same.
most people hate zombies, so I just put it back down.
That thing's
That episode was so much money now.
yeah, that issue is like thousands of dollars. I did the same thing. I was I was living in Chicago at the time, and there was a little comic book store like a building down from me, from my apartment, and they had like the first 11 issues in there. And I walked in, and I would read them in the comic book store, and same thing to Roy. I was just like, I love zombies, but yeah, this will never catch on. I don't need to, waste my money on this, and it's thousands of dollars.
Yep.
So.
And one, I keep myself from missing a great story.
Mm-hmm.
And two, my God, imagine having the whole collection.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I would have bought two of every issue at
Mhm.
least. I was gonna buy 3 of the first issue because I always buy some of the first issue just in case.
Mhm.
And I usually buy 2 if I think it might be something special. I buy 2 of the next of each issue and put one away. Don't touch it. Don't open it.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just
Smart.
yeah.
I had the first, and obviously it's not as valuable at all. I had the first 100 issues on here actually. It's
That's pretty
it
cool.
was.
I'm trying to buy the novels.
Mhm.
You get the novels, and every year we go to Comic Con, I keep looking for them, and either they've just run out of them, or they did. Oh, I didn't have any.
Yeah.
This show. Usually I have them, but I just don't have them with this show. So anyway, let's get into season 10, episode 10, called Stalker, which is a really good episode.
Yeah,
Good
it was.
name title for this episode.
It was a very good episode.
Directed by Browen Hughes, written by Jim Barnes, aired March 1st, 2020. And I'm not going to show all the characters, but the main characters for this new episode: Christian Serratos, Rosita Espinoza, Seth Gilliam, another great nice guy.
He is an
Really
excellent
nice guy.
actor. Every show that he's been in. What was he in? Was it The Wire?
I don't know.
I forget. I'll think of it.
I don't know. It seems like Comic Con is very nice.
Yeah, he's nice too.
Very nice. Cassidy McGlincy plays Lydia. Kelly Fleming plays Judith Grimes. So it starts with Rosita waking up from her nightmare of seeing Beta Killer Kid.
Mhm.
I was like,
Mhm.
holy fucking fuck.
Yeah,
It's
that was-
already starting?
Yeah, I was I thought
I
the
was
same
like-
thing.
Me too.
Was that creepy or what?
Yeah,
Like, it was creepy,
it was.
you know?
Yeah,
like-
The Wire.
I can remember meeting the Beta at Comic Con, and you know how nice he was. And you look at him, and then they're, dude, you creep me out.
Dude,
He was creepy.
He's so big.
Yes.
I mean, in real life, he's a big dude.
Mhm.
I remember when I shook hands, his hand
They
engulfed
like-
my hand. It was
Yeah, it's like it swallows
it
you
was-
up.
Yeah, it's like going, and he's a big dude.
It's like, hey,
I-
how you
I
doing?
can-
Him in Sons of Anarchy.
yes.
Was that?
I loved him in Sons of
Oh,
Anarchy.
he was so good as
I
Opie.
didn't watch it back then either. They're the ones that made me watch the show.
And the way that how strong they make, I love how like he just like throws people and they die. You know what I mean? He's like that strong.
And that's cool how they portray him like that. Because
yes.
he's like this mean, big badass. Like,
Yeah.
don't fuck with me kind of dude.
Yes.
So he's standing over the gate and it's like, holy fucking fuck. And then, boom, Gamma shows up at the gates of Alexandria. And she tells Gabriel and Rosita wakes up, and obviously it was a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And tells them that her people are trapped in a cave surrounded by Alpha's walkers. And I'm like, they're going to believe you. They are not going to believe you. There's no way they're going to believe her. I'm like, they're going to kill her. That's what I first originally thought. So they don't trust her, and she looked like a reject from the Powder Puff Kids. I saw her. I'm like, you are such a reject from the Powder Puff Kids. If I ever saw one in my life, it was all dopey and like, oh.
And by that he means the Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
he was saying the
Kids,
Powder Puff Kids.
Kids, girls.
It's Powerpuff Girls.
Like, either way, it was horrible. And Gamma just trying to get them to believe her, and she tells them that she explains to them that the baby they left behind earlier was her nephew, trying to get them to like, hey, I'm not lying to you.
Yeah.
But I'm an idiot. So Gabriel wants her to tell them the location of the cave on the map. He's not trusting her.
Yeah.
But then he wants to tell her the location on the map. I'm like, it's amazing people survive. Because like if they don't trust her,
Yeah,
but,
she could be
all right,
totally
give me
setting
the
them up.
location. We'll just go over there anyway. Half cocked, get our asses killed.
and
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? But obviously for storyline, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
So spicy ass Rosita punches and knocks the shit out of her, calling her a liar. Knock the crap out of her. Like,
Mhm.
damn, don't mess with her. And then when Gamma wakes up, they question her again about Dante, and she's like, oh, I wasn't involved with that. I had nothing to do with it. So then Gabriel, getting all preachy, thinks she's hiding something, and she ended up confessing that she killed her sister for Alpha.
Yep.
That was a pretty cool scene.
Yeah, it was.
I'm like, she's not going to do that. She is not going to do that. In the early episode, in case you're off a cliff and don't know, she ends up killing her sister for Alpha because her sister caused some issues, and it was like a holy shit moment. As far as I'm concerned, it was like, wow. Some people will do anything to survive. And then all of a sudden, Gabriel believes her, and she tells him where the cave is, and stuff gets interesting. Daryl ends up stalking some of the Whisperers and seeing Alpha among them, leading a horde of walkers. And I'm like, nothing good's coming out of this.
Yeah.
Nothing good, because he's already pissed off.
I know.
And I'm like, oh man, he's gonna do something stupid. And then he ends up attacking him, confronts Alpha, and she ends up wounding him. Now, she ended up cutting him on the eye. It happened so fast.
Yeah.
I didn't even like. I knew he got cut around the face, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
I was like, what just happened?
Yeah. I was wondering the same thing. I was like, why is he, getting worse and worse? Because I didn't see where the actual cut.
It was like oh.
But that whole their whole fight scene type thing, I loved that. I thought that was great. And then
two professional actors doing a scene the way you do a scene. Especially a battle, and it was so awesome.
It was great.
I would pay to watch them fight all day long. So during the battle, Alpha stabs Darrow in the leg with a knife, and both end up leaving the area to them taking off. And then Darrow ends up going in and hiding, and Alpha arrives at an abandoned gas station where Darrow's hiding, ironically. And the coolest thing, and I'm like, I didn't know I should do this at first, and then it hit me real quickly. She starts making noise and banging on things.
Yeah, she's banging
attract
on
the
the
walkers.
plate there. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
And which is genius because you're in the zombie get up. So I'm not gonna mess with you. And you see the zombie, you're watching it, and she's sitting there, and the zombie comes in right up to her face.
And she puts her face out.
Yep.
She puts her
And
face
he's
right in
like,
it.
"Oh, I want for Alpha. Well, fucking Alpha." So he's like, "Oh," and this goes away. So he's basically all messed up. He got a big knife. It was a big ass knife with straight edges. He's stuck in his leg.
Yep.
And now he has to fight for his life against the walkers because they're all over him. And at one point, Darrow has to pull the knife out of his leg, and it didn't dawn on me. But when he pulled that out, and all the blood started gushing, I was like, "Oh yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that, huh?" Yeah. So he loses obviously a massive amount of blood there.
Mm-hmm.
Back in Alexandria, they get a call from the surveillance post saying that a horde is approaching and the infiltrators are already inside Alexandria. Red flag should be going up. Suggesting comic book to follow.
I think he means they should follow the comic book. I think I've been trying to figure it out for a while here. I think it's he's suggesting they follow the comic book.
All right, so they realize the infiltrators already there. Rosita obviously not ready to fight. You can tell. Like, she thought she was ready, and she wasn't ready. Gabriel was like, "Yeah, you're gonna stay behind," and she was okay with it. Which I'm like, "Oh boy." He goes a big ass fight because she was gonna go up, but nope. She's like, all right,
yeah,
no problem. I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, which was kind of crazy to see Rosita like that because she was the one that always wanted to go out fight, and they're like, no, we're not going to fight, and she just wanted to fight everybody at any time. So it's kind of cool to see the character go the other way.
Yes,
so,
the total 360.
Yeah, it's
I was like
180.
I'm sorry, yeah. You're like, oh, it goes a fight, and then it's like, oh, wow, interesting. See where that goes. And so Gabriel tells her and Laura that they're going to stay and secure the door and support the group. And they'll lead another group to kill the horde on the way to the cave to try to save their friends. Mm-hmm. Now, Mr. Badass Beta sneaks in. This was so cool.
This was cool.
So cool. The way they did this.
So where is that place that he got in the tunnel to get
that? It was the grave. It was the.
They had the mobile home parked over that where they had the secret thing and.
Because
I was confused on that too.
Yeah.
So.
When the guy that they killed last season, or was it this season? That was the infiltrator there, the doctor. He was digging the hole for them, the trench.
Okay.
The setting up so that they need they can get in. I didn't know that either. I had to look it up online. I'm like, what the hell? How the fuck did this happen? Like, what? They have a trap door they can just get in. Like,
I know
that. So I was all confused by that, but apparently we all missed something because I'm like, huh?
And then my question is, the guy that was, when he jumps down into the hole there, the guy that was down there, is he just chilled down there in the dark by himself all the time?
Which one?
Yeah, the guy.
Yes.
Because there's two in the camper or whatever, the trailer, and then he goes down, and there's another guy who comes up, and he's still got a mask on, even though he's down in the dark. He's wearing a walker's face. And I was like, first of all, he's down there. Nobody can see him. Why does he have the walker face on? And then is he always just down there in the dark? Because that would suck. All right, your job is to stay in that hole.
You see that it's like, that's a sucky job to have.
Yeah.
You must have pissed somebody off.
Yeah.
You don't get that job because you're good. You know? You suck. And Beta coming up to the grave, which was an homage to the first Night of the Living Dead. Mm-hmm. Which was pretty odd. When I saw that, I'm like, Night of the Living Dead.
I love when they do their homages to like Romero stuff and stuff like that. It's great.
It was so awesome. I love that. And Bane just starts killing people, like created, turning them into walkers, which is genius.
Yeah, that was cool too. When he gets down and he's like kneeling, like he's like a samurai.
Yes,
you know, he's got that.
It's too bad.
When he's kneeling, I'm like, why is he kneeling like that? And then he just starts, not killing the people. I was like, oh my god, it's so genius, dude. Like you make a horde out of the, you know what I mean? You just don't kill the rain. So it's such a smart thing to do.
Yeah, well, this helps him all because now they're fighting the walkers.
Yeah,
they ain't paying attention to him.
Yeah, because he got the mask on. Yeah.
So Beta, after killing them, he goes into the fans' game in the cell, and Beta demands that he come with him, or as he put it, her death would not be as painless. I thought that was a cool line. I'm like, that was solid for me. I'm like, all right, then, because he can rip your arms off. And,
yeah, he basically gave her the ultimatum. He said, "Come with me," and she probably not, and
quick
she's not
for her,
but or if she fights, it's gonna be
even worse.
It's gonna be worse.
Yep.
So
the former savior Laura ends up fighting Beta. Now, I don't know how you feel about Laura. I only went back and forth on her. I trusted her, but I didn't trust her.
Laura's the one with the neck tattoo, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Then she became in with the group, but you could tell her days were numbered.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
she never quite fit in as a character.
Yeah, I had actually forgot she was part of the group for a little bit.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, you're still there, huh?
Yeah.
Good luck to you. and you knew Beta was like, oh, your days are numbered. And of course, she gets killed. And like I said, about time, she needed to go. So Beta goes to the Grimes house, which another cool scenes. And he gets shot by Judith from behind the door. Judith is a little badass.
Mhm.
She's probably one of the best characters in this whole show. I think and one of the bravest too,
Oh yeah.
without question. You know, like Jesus
And
Christ.
smartest.
Yes.
She,
When she speaks, I'm like, y'all should listen to her.
yeah.
Listen to the kid because she knows what she's talking about. It's like, holy fucking fuck. She knows. So Judith and Aja end up running past Beta. So Gamma, you know damn well the Potter Puff girl was never going to make it past him.
Yeah.
This was not going to happen.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I don't know, a lumpy lump. or
Well,
something.
okay, so they shot him, and he goes down. You know this guy's a monster. Why aren't you? And if you did shoot him, you know there's a potential that he could be a zombie, could turn into a walker.
Right.
So why aren't you walking up and putting the next one right in the frame? Like they weren't gonna, they gotta keep making episodes, but
Well,
it's just like, dude, you need to just end that right there. The guy's down, even though he's not dead, you've got him down to the point where you probably won't get him like this again for a while. Just shoot him in the brain.
or even if you think you got him, where are you gonna go? You don't know what's going on outside.
Yeah.
You have no idea what you're walking into. Stay where you are, and if he does sit up again, shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
You know, like they're running. I'm like, where are you gonna go? 'Cause you don't know. I mean, chances are they'd be fine, but it's just like, don't create more problems for yourself than you have to. But anyway, Gamma gets grabbed by the leg, gets knocked off, if she's an idiot. Then Spicy Rosita arrives and fights Beta. I'm like, no, you can't kill Rosita because she's awesome. And she ends up hurting him, which was like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And ends up getting her weapon. Her weapon was a badass weapon. That I don't know if it was a bat or a stick with these sharp pieces of metal on the ends of it, but it was pretty awesome. I only remember it because I saw it on the after show.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually talking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That was a new weapon.
I kind of don't even remember it. I'll have to relook
I
it up.
only know about it because I watched the after show. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. But I was like, that's pretty cool. They showed it on the screen. Like, they should have made more of a thing about it on the show.
Yeah.
They do that a lot. They have these cool weapons, and either they use them once and you don't see them again, or like this, it happened, and it's like, okay. It was like, but watch the after show. It's a pretty badass weapon. And it ended up getting, anyway, it doesn't matter because it ended up getting broken anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So Gamma wakes up and grabs one of Beta's knives and threatens to kill herself. And I'm like, why are you threatening to kill yourself? Like, what? Then I realized, duh, if she dies, he's fucked.
Yeah.
She
She
was
wanted
bringing
because Alpha wants to kill her. So.
Yep, so he has to surrender and be like, all right, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So they head out. And of course, for her dumb luck, who did they meet up? Gabriel in the coming back.
Yep.
And so she's like, I wasn't with him. And I'm like, dude, they're gonna kill you now. You're dead.
And Beta runs
So-
off.
Yeah.
Beta just bolts. He's just gone.
I'm like, did you let a loud squeal when he ran? I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah, it was-
you're fighting everybody else. Be a
He
badass.
just took off.
It's like, see ya.
He's like gone.
I'm out of here. Bye-bye. And she's like, I had nothing to do with it. So she tells Gabriel that she wasn't responsible for what happened to Alexandria. And he's probably like, what the fuck do you do now? So then we go back to the gas station, and you find out that Alpha and Daryl's wounds are really starting to affect him now. And who shows up out of the blue? She's alive at the end. You see nothing from her at all.
And apparently she is now Native American because she's wearing a poncho and she's got a bow and arrow and
She's a cool kid. Leave her alone.
Daryl's
Daryl's protege.
you haven't seen her in a while, and now she is a Native American. So
The American badass.
yeah, no, she was. It was good. I was actually I like when they do that because I don't like it when like a character disappears and in not saying in this show, but a lot of shows do it. A character will just disappear, and that you'll never get an explanation of what happened, where they went. So I was glad,
Nothing.
that she came back down.
Yeah, well, I always believe she's going to come back and be a part of the group.
Yeah.
Whether it happens or not, I don't know, but I've always had that feeling that was going to happen. So, Alpha tells Lydia she had been training Lydia to take over when she's gone. And it's like, dude, there's no way she's taking over. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So Lydia obviously rejects the offer, and Alpha keeps asking Lydia to kill her, to end her life. And Alpha ends up passing off from a wound because, they're both all fucked up.
Yeah,
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
Think about how much badass they are.
Well, she tries walking at that point. And she's clearly like, my son's broken in that leg. It's like, I mean, the fact that she didn't pass out sooner was kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. So then he goes to the next day, and the guys end up checking the tomb with Dante, tomb of Dante, where Beta's access door is inside the enclosure. So they were searching that area, and I'm assuming that the Whispers are gone from there now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they didn't stay
so.
there, but they're probably dead. And Aaron arrives and tells not everyone left the cave, that someone got stuck and separated. Rosita and Gamma now go by the name Mary, and Judith head with the group to return to a hilltop with the wounded. And it's funny because I don't know. You notice how they do a couple episodes of one area, and then a group goes to the next area, and then that story starts.
Yeah,
it's like they're using the same formula as far as like. I mean, it works, but I don't know.
See, I like that because for me, like being a comic book fan, it has a comic book feel to it.
Really?
That's like a very big and like a device in comic books. It's just like you got your story, and then you need to get your other story. So that's how you get there. You know what I mean? Doing it, but it's like with most comic books, you got to focus on one story at a time. You know what I mean? That's why they come out monthly. You know what I mean?
So, meanwhile, at Hilltop.
Yeah. I mean, you could, but see, I see it like I said, it has a comic book feel to it. So that's why I enjoy it. I know some other people don't, but for me, it's,
I don't mind. It's just like I don't know. It just happens all the time.
Yeah.
All right, it makes sense what you're saying. All right, so we go to the Hilltop to help with the wound because they don't have a doctor anymore. So in the woods, Lydia is taking care of Daryl now, which is change of pace there. Usually he's taking care of everybody else.
Yep.
And Daryl asked her if she killed Alpha, and she asked him, could he kill his own father? I'm like, wow. They're throwing shade back at Daryl, but good for you. Mm-hmm. And Daryl's kind of like, but you know damn well he couldn't kill his father.
Yeah.
And then Alpha is back with her people, not too happy, and she says, "This is so cool. The Horde will consume their enemies. The Horde will consume their enemies, bathed in blood, and their screams will be music to our ears." And then she tells them, "We love nobody. We are free, and it is the end of the world. We are the end of the world." That's pretty badass. And that could be awesome on like a plaque or like a picture with her.
Yeah.
That's gonna come out next year. It has to.
Yeah.
That's about. Samantha Morton's a great actress.
She is so good.
Amazing.
So good in us.
Unbelievable.
I loved how when she came through after I thought maybe she was gonna die. I was confused at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And her eyes, they really focused on the blue. Her eyes are so blue, like crystal blue.
Yeah. You just beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's funny. You watch the show, you see her all grimy, and then your blue eyes.
And I'm like, wow.
You're like, you're all grimy, but you have beautiful eyes. And I love her accent too.
Yeah.
And to hear her talk about, like, you can tell she's an actor because she explained when she talks on the after show. Yeah. It's like, man, when he was on the show, it was amazing. I'm like, man, how have I not heard of this woman before?
Well, like when her and Daryl, right before she passes out, and then I forget what he says to her. He's like, she stands up. She's like, "Oh yeah, boy, I'm gonna kill you, boy." And it's like, I was like, oh my god, she is so good. And then she falls and passes out because I mean, clearly she's walking with broken legs and stuff. But it's she's so good, so good.
She is.
They're pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So, what would you give these 2 episodes?
Oh, dude.
If you had to rate them 1 to 10.
I'm giving both a 9. I really am. It's got me excited again.
These were 2. I would say 9 also. These are 2. I think of the better episodes I've seen in a couple of years.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've been watching all along, and I've liked most of the stuff.
Mhm.
But this is by far, I think, the best work this series has done in a couple of years. What about you, Linda?
I'm going like 9.5 because
Nice.
it got on my, like, I was at the edge. I'm like, oh my,
Yeah.
you know, it was just
Oh,
really,
definitely.
yeah.
They're watching many
I
horror
didn't
movies
get bored
almost.
by a certain, you know, like,
Mhm.
What about you, Joe?
Yeah, both same.
So
A 9.5?
they both gave a 9.5, which I agree. It was just they were really good. They were so good.
All right. Well, I think that's it for our show today. We get the 2 lightsaber unboxings. Actually, we see the lightsaber.
Yes.
Well, they're kind of dark now. Maybe you guys can see it home. At
Yeah,
home.
maybe.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
not.
maybe
Maybe
the
it'll
light.
show.
where's the other one?
Nope.
You still can't.
We see it great,
Yeah.
but you guys can't see it.
No. Yeah.
It's just towards. You see the edge of the blue, but trust me, it's a cool blue.
And the blue is.
I think that's like a winter blue.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, oh, it's up there, the line is. But this is a badass lightsaber.
How can I get in there?
Linda wants to say hi.
Whoop, I'm going the wrong way. Hi, Rick.
So, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Comment on this video because if you do, it moves us up in the charts and tells people that they should watch our videos. And for Tom and myself, have a geeky, great day. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
That was cool.